I hope you understood the test very well. What is the aim of the test? What are the apparatus we are using? What is the procedure? And how we are going to draw the graph. How we are going to draw the graph. This much is very much clear to each and everybody. Please, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Please. Now, as I told you, while teaching the factors which affect the compaction, what I told you that मतलब कितना आप effort लगा रहे. One of the factors was how much effort you are putting. तो effort कैसा निकालते? So this is the formula. Compactive energy developed in standard Proctor test कितना रहता है देखिए 2.5. 2.5 क्या है? 2.5 kg hammer का weight है. 30.48. It is the exactly height of fall. We are saying it 30 centimeter, but precisely in the research what we do today is 30.48 centimeter. Kitne blows? 25 blows. Kitna layer? 3 layer. What is the volume of mold? 944. And if you do all these calculations, so you will get 6.05 kg centimeter per ml. So this much compactive energy is developed while performing which test? Standard Proctor test. अगर से मॉडिफाइड करना है तो उसका हैमर का वेट यहाँ लगाओ, उसका हाइट ऑफ फॉल यहाँ लिखो. ब्लोस तो उसमें भी 25 है मेरे ख्याल से, ब्लोस का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वॉल्यूम भी अगर से मॉडिफाइड के लिए बड़ा रहता तो बड़ा ले लो. नंबर ऑफ लेयर्स यहाँ 3 है तो वहां पर 5 रहते. लाइक दिस यू कैलकुलेट. दिस इज द अमाउंट ऑफ effort we put while doing standard Proctor test, while doing the standard Proctor test. Okay, any doubt in this test, please? For this test, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I will go further. At least broad idea. देखिए ये खुद करे बाद अच्छी तरह समझ में आता है, लेकिन at least एक आइडिया तो आया होगा आपका. एम क्या है? What are the apparatus we are using? And how you are finding gamma, how we are finding gamma D here, water content कैसा निकाल रहे, mold में layers कैसा बना रहे, फिर blows कैसा लगा रहे. So this you should have at least broad idea. And when we do this in the virtual lab as well as real lab also, you will come across this one very clear. Okay. So some remarks are there. What are those remarks? Let me learn. The peak point of the compaction curve is the point with the maximum dry density. जो तो मैं आपको बता चुका हूं पहले कि ये जो पीक पॉइंट है इसको बोलते मैक्सिमम ड्राई डेंसिटी, और इसका जो करस्पॉन्डिंग पॉइंट है एक्स एक्सिस पे इट इज कॉल्ड ऑप्टिमम मॉइस्चर कंटेंट. Then corresponding to the maximum dry density of water content known as the optimum moisture content is not there. Optimum moisture content is there. Okay. So now that bell-shaped curve, it is called compaction curve. Its top point is called maximum dry density. And the corresponding water content is optimum moisture content. Note that the maximum dry density is only a maximum for a specific compactive effort and method of compaction. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. इसका मतलब क्या बोल रहा हूं पता है आपको कि इस सॉइल का आप बोलेंगे एक सॉइल लाए सर आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, तो मैं किया, चलो उसका 2 आया, 2 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब उसका मैक्सिमम ड्राई डेंसिटी आया. इट डजंट मीन दैट फॉरएवर उसका 2 ही है. आपको 10th में 68% मार्क्स आए, इसका मतलब आपकी काबिलियत 68% ही है ऐसा नहीं है. आप 12th में उससे और अच्छे हो, इंजीनियरिंग में आके और अच्छे हो सकते हैं. मतलब ये जो 68% आपको मिला वो उस सिचुएशन में, उस सिलेबस के लिए, उस क्लास के लिए, उस क्वेश्चन पेपर के लिए. उसी तरह सपोज अ पर्टिकुलर ड्राई डेंसिटी इफ आई गेट फॉर अ सॉइल this is for that particular situations, and whatever the effort you are putting, whatever the method you are finding. Suppose if you change for the same soil, if you change the from standard Proctor test to if you move to modified Proctor test, of course your dry density will increase. Some precise value you will get. That you should means this particular value, if you got, it is not the final one or it is the specific one. This does not necessarily reflect the maximum dye that can be obtained in the field. तो फील्ड में जो आता ये इतना रहना जरूरी नहीं है, और जो फील्ड का है that divided by this will give you percentage of compaction. Percentage of compaction. Do you understand what is meant by percent of compaction? Suppose if in the laboratory by compaction effort, particular density you are getting, it is Y. By core cutter method or sand replacement method, if you find some density in the field is X, that X by Y into 100 will give you percentage of compaction. And in the field, the engineer will expect minimum 95% of compaction. It should be minimum 95%. More than that one, it is needed. So in this way you have to do. And once again, I remind you, suppose if you get a particular result for a soil in the laboratory, it doesn't reflect that it is the constant one or perfect one, or it is the same throughout. Suppose for the same soil, if you apply some other method of application or other test, you may get more or less dry density comparing to this one. Got it? I hope this entire test is very much clear to you. There is one more important line is there in the graph you have to draw, and it is zero air wide curve. Zero air wide curve means this is a theoretical point. Not practically, it is not possible, but theoretically, suppose zero air wide means उसमें wide बिल्कुल चले गए हैं, ऐसा compaction नहीं हो सकता. Compaction 100% you cannot achieve, but if we imagine that, and if you imagine that if you draw a curve, how it is going to happen, that line is called zero air wide curve. And you can see here, this line is, this is your compaction curve, bell-shaped curve. And for saturated line, if you take 100% saturated and if you do the compaction and get a curve, it is not bell-shaped, but it is a straight line like this. And in the examination, along with this one, most of the time, you have been asked to draw this curve also. You have been asked to draw this curve also. Okay. So the curve represents the fully saturated, that is saturation is 100%. It cannot be reached by compaction. Of course, this cannot be reached by compaction, just it is a theoretical imagination. So now, as I told in detail how to find MDD and OMC. So some for particular soils, some standard values are there. That is for sand, MDD is 19 kilonewton per meter cube. If it is 19 kilonewton per meter cube, OMC at that time is 11%. For 11% OMC optimum moisture content, you are getting 19 kilonewton per meter cube for sand. If sandy clay is there, this one. Now don't ask me what is sandy clay, what is silty clay, classification of soil in detail. I asked you to attend it, but most of you didn't attend it. Okay, so now sand clay 18.1, 14. For silty clay, it is 16.3, OMC is 21%. For simple clay, it is 15.2 and 28. Remember this point. In the beginning only, I told you optimum moisture content is maximum for clay. This can be asked in the MCQs. So optimum moisture content, देखिए आप एक sandy silty soil को compaction कर रहे हैं, तो आपको ज्यादा पानी डालने की जरूरत नहीं है जितना clay में डालना पड़ता है compact करने के लिए. So remember, optimum moisture content for clay is maximum, that is 28, and for gravel sand and clay mixture, it is given like this. And tell me, this is 19 kilonewton per meter cube. Convert this into gram per centimeter cube and write in the chat box. 19 kilonewton per meter cube, convert to gram per centimeter cube. 1 minute time I will give you. Please do it. I am not asking kg per meter cube. I am asking gram per centimeter cube. Sachin, once again you check it, please. I will tell you, 1 kilonewton is equal to 1000 newtons. 1 meter is equal to 100 cent. नीचे तो देखो 100 into 100 into, नीचे तो 100 into 100 into 100 आता, नीचे का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ऊपर किलो न्यूटन को ग्राम्स में कैसा करते कन्वर्ट करो. किलो न्यूटन को न्यूटन में करो into 1000, न्यूटन से केजी में करो, केजी से ग्राम में करो, करो कुछ तो करके मुझे आंसर बोलो. और ये बहुत सिंपल है, इतना सोचने की जरूरत नहीं. इट इज 1.9. याद रखो, अगर से आप कैलकुलेशन नहीं कर सकते तो सिंपल थिंग, व्हेन इट इज 19 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर क्यूब, sometimes you will get in the question like this. Suppose if you want to convert, still density is measured in gram per centimeter cube, so it is 1.9 gram per centimeter cube, or of course 1900 kg per meter cube. Okay, अलग चीज है. तो this you should know, and these are the particular MDs for MDDs, and these are the OMCs. These are the OMCs. After this, one more test is there, that is modified Proctor test. So how it is different from standard Proctor test? Let me tell you, it is entirely the same. Whatever the procedure you have followed, the same procedure you have to follow. So what are the differences then? I will tell you. First of all, mold is different. There, small Proctor model is there. Here, the mold is big one. First thing. Second, the soil is divided into 3 parts and 3 layers we are taking there. So here you have to take 5 layers. 5 बार आपको soil करके उसको compact करना है. Second, third is, वहां पर आपको 25 blows, यहाँ पर भी 25 blows. वहां पर आपका जो rammer था वो 2.5 kg का. It was 2.5 kg. Here it is 4.9 kg. Here it is 4.9 kg. और वहां पर हाइट ऑफ फॉल जो था इट वाज 30 सेंटीमीटर और यहां पर है 45 सेंटीमीटर. अगेन दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड इन द एग्जामिनेशन. व्हाट आर द डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन स्टैंडर्ड प्रॉक्टर टेस्ट and modified Proctor test? So in briefly I have written here, number of soil layers 3 here, 5 here. Weight of hammer 2.5 kg here, 4.9 kg here. Height of fall, it is 30 centimeter here, it is 45 centimeter here. MDD is lower here, it is higher. It means that, remember, your MDD should be maximum, moisture content should be lower. So that you will get higher here, maximum MDD you will get here. So MDD आपका जितना ज्यादा अच्छा आएगा तो वो उतना अच्छा कॉम्पैक्टिव एफर्ट है. तो ये मॉडिफाइड में आपको हाइयर आता है. वाटर कंटेंट कम होना, कम पानी लुब्रिकेशन करके आप मैक्सिमम ड्राई डेंसिटी आप मॉडिफाइड में लेते हैं. इसीलिए बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स को, बड़े बिल्डिंग्स को, वेयर एक्यूरेसी इज वेरी मच नीडेड, their modified Proctor test is preferred comparing to standard Proctor test. So these are the major differences. You can go through the book in detail, it is written there. So briefly I have written here. And compactive effort, what you are applying, I have calculated for standard. So you compare here also. Height, the weight is 4.9 kg. There it was 2.5. It was 30.98 something there. It is 45.72 centimeter. It is centimeter. Blows there also 25. Here also 25. Blows are same. And there it was 3 layers. And here it is 5 layers. And mold diameter, please note that on the same mold, we have performed the same experiment, but in our laboratory. So our modified Proctor mold is also there. It is in bigger one, so its value will be more. So from that one, you will get this. Okay, so these all things you know it. From this you will find what is the compactive effort. It is 27.5. Please compare this with standard one. And remember, from modified, definitely you are going to get the better results. Better results. Got it? So this completes the laboratory method of compaction. So now only things left here are field compaction and problems. So next time when you come, please come with the graph. Stay with the graph, whatever the instruments, geometrical instruments are there. Okay. So I will show one problem in detail with the curve. And remember, every year, if you go through last 15-20 years question papers, that graph and that question for 7 to 8 marks is sure. Same reading may be changed, but same procedure is there. How to draw that graph I will take in the next class. Now I will take the attendance and leave. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Or roll number 1, Nikita Bhagwat. Roll number 3, Gyaneshwari. Roll number 8, Anjum. 9, Mali, Gyaneshwari. 10, Poonam Mane. Snehal Patil, 12. Mansi, please be regular from now onwards. उसके बाद सोनाली शिंदे, थीटे थी ना, अभी कहाँ गई? 15, 17 श्रद्धा इंगले, 19 प्राजक्ता लिमकर, then only this much girls. Prathamesh 21, Prathamesh Bagwe, 22 Shubham Bhagavat, 22 Shubham Bhagavat, 23 Sunil Bhosle, 31 Yogesh Gaikwad, 35 Sachin Jadhav, 37 Suraj Zaveri, 42 Abhishek Khatke, 43 Swapnil Kole, 47 Shri Nedekar, 56 Shubham, Samadhan Raut 58, Mauli रेगुलर रहो, पहले आते थे रेगुलर फिर छोड़ दिए 65. ओके, और कोई है तो चैट बॉक्स में आओ, या कोई जैसा कि थीटे आके चले गई, आई हैव गिवन हर अटेंडेंस, ऐसा कोई है आपका दोस्त जो आके गया, तो यू कैन राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स. या नेट का प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ है तो प्लीज देखो, चेक करो. और कुछ इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स यू कैन आस्क. 49 ए, ओके, रियाज मुलानी 49, एस ऑफ उमेश पुजारी 55 ए, ओके 55. 3-4 लड़के आके चले गए, तो ऐसे कोई है तो यू कैन टेल मी, I will put the attendance. I hope whatever the things I taught you today are very much clear to you. Okay. If you want to ask any doubts, anything you are having,